My name is Lakeisha Dowland, and I am the Director of Title IX here at Bowling Green State University. I will be serving as one of your hosts for tonight's program. It is now my pleasure to introduce the 12th President of Bowling Green State University, Dr. Rodney Rogers.
Hold on, wait a minute. Keish, thank you so much for all your work that you're about to embark upon this evening as you work through this, and all your work that you have done to plan this, and your colleagues' work as well. So thank you. My wife Sandy Earl and I are just so happy to be here with you to certainly honor your work at the 25th annual Gregory T. DeCrane Applauding Excellence. And Greg is on, I understand, maybe joining us virtually from a warmer part of the country, but we are so pleased that he and his wife have joined us this evening, and to honor his work here at Bowling Green State University. And this event is all about certainly honoring you, the students of Bowling Green that have gone out and done amazing things as a student here at the institution. And so we're recognizing outstanding both academic and leadership opportunities that you took advantage of, and that you made a difference, if you will, in your organizations and across this campus. Many of you I know are seniors. You're going to be graduating in 2 weeks from now, and either virtual or face-to-face. We will see you at the Deut if you're coming face-to-face. How many graduating seniors do we have, by the way? Raise your hand. Okay. And do you all promise, rain or shine, we're going to be at the Deut together, right? Unless there's lightning. But otherwise, we are going to be there together, right? And to celebrate your graduation from the institution, this institution. And so we're very excited about that. As we know, there are 16 awards and scholarships categories that are going to be presented this evening. And those, many of those awards could not be possible without the support of our donors and alumni and friends of the institution who have come before you to endow and to support these sorts of awards. Pam Conlon, our Vice President for University Advancement, is with us, and certainly her colleagues know the importance of those donors and alumni and friends that are committed to supporting this institution, but more importantly, to supporting you, the students of Bowling Green State University. And certainly tonight's ceremony also highlights the many students who you have found community here. You have come here and made a difference. I just came from an opportunity to talk to some prospective students who are either committed to come to Bowling Green this fall or thinking about Bowling Green, and had mentioned that after that event that I came from, I was coming here to talk to students, current students at Bowling Green and soon to be alums of the institution that have made a difference here. They came here, found community, and making a difference in this institution. You have put an imprint on this institution that will go on. You are building the success of this institution, especially in the middle of a global pandemic that has probably been the most challenging times for many of us as we think about how do we manage through this. And certainly we have deans here, and thank you, Dean Chanu, for being here. Jody Webb, I started naming one names. I got to name everybody now, right? So we've got so many of our faculty and staff here as well that have been working with you to find a way forward. But it's about you. You have found a way forward in this global pandemic. You are prepared to go out, our graduating seniors, prepared to go out and do amazing things. I know you will do well, but you're going to do a lot of good when you leave this institution. And for those students that are returning that aren't quite graduating yet, You've got more work to do, and that you will do that at this institution and make this a better institution because you have that ability, you've taken that on, you've learned in this global pandemic, and you're going to go out and do amazing things when you graduate in another year or so. So on behalf of Bowling Green State University, the 190,000 alumni that exist at this institution, and several of us are here in this room that are alumni of this institution, thank you. Thank you for continuing to build this institution and making a difference. I cannot wait to see what you accomplish next. Ai Ziggy Zumba.
Thank you, President Rogers, for your words this evening. We are honored to present recognized student organizations and departmental awards, as well as individual scholarships to leaders within our community. While the recipients come from diverse backgrounds, interests, and majors, the one commonality among all of our recipients this evening is that they are each dedicated to the success of their peers and organizations. They demonstrate this commitment on a daily basis through their service, leadership, loyalty, hard work. But before we begin the award part of our program, I would like to introduce my co-host, Dr. Andy Alt.
Thanks, Lakeisha. Good evening, everyone. My name is Andy Alt, and I serve as Associate Vice Provost for Student Success and Life Design here at BGSU. And along with Lakeisha, I will serve as one of the hosts for this evening. A few housekeeping items, things from which you probably should be familiar by now over the last several months, but in order to maintain a 6-foot distance, we will be handing out awards to my right here, next to Caitlin in the backdrop there. We'd ask you to keep your mask on while you're seated, unless you're drinking any of the beverages at the back. So please keep your seat there while we're waiting. President Rogers will be off to my right for photos after you receive your award. So at this time, we'd love to begin the celebratory program here. And each year, as Lakeisha noted, Student Engagement is proud to present these awards, which recognize the accomplishments of our student organizations as well as their members and advisors. This year, we are pleased to award several awards that represent the contributions of recognized student organizations as an integral component of the BGSU learning community.
Our first award this evening is the Student Organization Member of the Year Award. This honors a general member from an organization whose commitment and contributions to the mission, principles, and goals of the organization have been significant. This year's award recipient is Jacqueline Dooley from Delta Gamma. Her nominator stated that Jacqueline is extremely devoted and always willing to put her sisters before herself. Please give a round of applause to this year's Student Organization Member of the Year, Jacqueline Dooley. Unfortunately, Jacqueline is not able to attend this evening, so all our congratulations goes out to her.
The recipient of the Student Organization Advisor of the Year Award is also unable to be here with us this evening, but this award recognizes a BGSU faculty or staff member who has served as an outstanding advisor during the past academic year. This year's award winner is said to be extremely approachable and also encouraging. The nominator also stated that the advisor has a special drive to help others that is really inspiring. Please join me in congratulating the recipient of this year's Student Organization Advisor of the Year Award, Dr. Hans Wildschut. Dr. Wildschut is the advisor to the American Society of Microbiology.
The Outstanding Student Organization of the Year Award recognizes an organization that not only contributes positively to the campus community, but also prioritizes the development and growth of its members. This year's award recipient has risen to the challenge of the COVID-19 global pandemic to further their mission of honest conversations, vows of courage to create a stronger network of women on campus to rely on one another for personal and professional growth. Please join us in congratulating the Outstanding Student Organization of the Year, Women in Business Leadership. Congratulations again to all of our Student Organization Award winners. Our next award is a state-level recognition through Ohio Campus Compact. The Charles J. Ping Award recognizes and honors undergraduate students at member institutions for their outstanding leadership and contributions to community service or service learning on their campus and within their community. Each year, the president selects a student to represent BGSU.
This year's nominee and recipient is Patrick Caniglia, a junior and a Human Development and Family Studies major, a member of the Honors College, and an Alumni Laureate Scholar. Patrick has committed to a range of service programs at BGSU. He is co-chair of RallyCap. He has been actively engaged with all aspects of BGAB, the BGSU Alternative Break Program. Patrick has also opted in to be part of BGSU's Training Alliance for the Public, BGSU TAP, in the summer of 2020, where he worked with a team of 2 other students providing grant writing assistance for local nonprofits. And his team supported the submission of $76,700 in grant proposals for the Children's Resource Center in Bowling Green and for the Big Brothers Big Sisters of Northwest Ohio. Please join me in congratulating Patrick.
Our next award is a recognition through National Campus Compact called the Newman Civic Fellowship. This fellowship recognizes and supports community-committed students who engage in collaborative action with others from campus or from surrounding communities in order to create long-term social change, take action in addressing issues of inequality, and demonstrate the motivation and potential for effective long-term civic engagement. Each year, the president selects a student to represent BGSU.
Anthony King is a junior majoring in communication whose leadership throughout the past year has raised awareness about systemic racism and discrimination in our community. Shortly after the tragic death of George Floyd, Anthony sprang to action by organizing a protest and a rally of 500 people in Bowling Green to demand racial justice. He co-founded a nonprofit called BRAVE, Black Rights, Activism, Visibility, and Equity, focused on creating real change in local government policy to fight systemic racism and to help create resources and opportunities for Black people to succeed in education and business. Since the creation of BRAVE, much progress has been made. For example, BRAVE worked with the Bowling Green community to organize the first ever Juneteenth celebration. Another example includes working with local law enforcement, city government, and community organizations to raise awareness about the Black experience, including supporting Black businesses and entrepreneurs to succeed. Anthony is currently creating a Black Business Incubator program in partnership with the local Chamber of Commerce. Anthony has contributed to significant change in our community in a short period of time and has established a nonprofit structure, coalition, and strategic goals that will continue to advance racial justice now and well into the future. Please join me in congratulating Anthony King. Freddie Falcon first appeared at a men's basketball game on June 16, 1950. Mrs. Freddie Falcon was introduced on February 25, 1966, and later reemerged as Frida Falcon, Freddie's little sister and sidekick, in 1980. Throughout the decades, the Birds have represented BGSU at many athletic events and other university and community functions.
6 individuals are selected each year to serve as Frida and Freddie Falcon. The 2020-2021 mascots were introduced to the campus community in the Bowen-Thompson Student Union Ballroom on February 13th.
Ashton Jefferson served as Frida Falcon. You can find Ashton in the Union all day playing a game of euchre, doing a Bible study, or hanging out with all of her friends. She is part of the Campus Outreach Ministry, Sister of Kappa Phi, an off-campus senator and undergraduate student government, happy parent to her fish, a proud member of Conklin Crew, and a lover of really long, complicated board games. A political science major from Lima, Ohio. Please join me in congratulating Ashton Jefferson.
Stephen Rodriguez served as Freddie Falcon, and Stephen is a member of Alpha Tau Omega and is a multimedia intern for the Marvin Center for Student Leadership. Stephen is all the way from Ewing, Ewing, New Jersey. I'm sorry, hopefully I said that right. Please congratulate Stephen Rodriguez. See him?
Eva Mahoney was one of our Frida Falcons. Eva can be seen all over campus and in the Bowling Green community. If she's not working as a medical scribe for Northwest Ohio Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, then she is helping students in the residence hall as an academic peer mentor team leader. You can also find her in the field house playing spike ball with the Spike Ball Club, or there hosting events as director of Rally Cap Sports. This Frida Falcon is also a proud member of the 2017 cohort of the President's Leadership Academy. Next year, you will be able to find her in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, attending graduate school to become a physician's assistant. She's a senior majoring in applied health science from Cincinnati, Ohio. Congratulations and thank you, Eva.
Noah Cronauer served as Freddie Falcon. Noah is from Brecksville, Ohio, and was involved as a 2017 cohort member in the Sidney A. Rabeau President's Leadership Academy. He is also part of the Homecoming Student Steering Committee and New Student Orientation Team Leader. He enjoys playing Frisbee golf, video games, and enjoys spending time with family and friends. Let's congratulate Noah Cronauer.
Rachel Sizer was another one of our Frida Falcons. Throughout her time at BGSU, Rachel has been a busy lady. She was a former president of the Resident Student Association as well as Founders Hall Council. Frida more recently spent her time working as a lifeguard at the rec and showing her love for BGSU as an orientation leader. Rachel is also a member of the National Residence Hall Honorary. You might know this Frida out of suit from the broken ankle or from the time she slammed her face into the concrete longboarding. Finally, she's an environmental policy major from North Ridgeville, Ohio. Thank you for your service and congratulations, Rachel.
Another one of our Freddie Falcons is Ryan Nowak. You might know Ryan outside of suit from his classes as a member of the College of Education, or maybe from seeing him fly around campus on his rollerblades. Let's give congratulations to Ryan Nowak.
In the middle of the night on October 5th, 1946, 6 individuals were handpicked by BGSU President Frank Prout to form the official spirit crew for the university. Their mission states, "Do all in our power to help make Bowling Green State University a better place by promoting school spirit and goodwill among the students and faculty." From that night, SIG was born and is the oldest continually active student group on campus. The membership consists of 2 seniors, 2 juniors, and 2 sophomores, whose identity remains a secret until the spring of their senior year. After 3 years of secrecy, our 2 seniors were unmasked on February 13th, 2021 in Prout Chapel.
SIG number 1 is Unicorn. When Unicorn isn't flirting with every student on campus, you can find her managing the tour guides as a student tour coordinator and working as a multimedia intern in the Division of Diversity and Belonging. Unicorn is a public relations major who grew up in Delaware and Germany. SIG number 1 is Stephanie Del Rosso.
SIG number 2 is Kylo Ren. When Kylo isn't hurling taffy into the crowd, you can find him leading students through campus as a student tour guide, swinging and flinging from foam from BG Doe and BG Undead, and building lasting relationships with his fraternity brothers. Kylo is a proud member and founding member of the Delta Sigma chapter of Pi Kappa Phi. He is a finance major from Dayton, Ohio. SIG number 2 is Riley Timbrook.
At this time, we will recognize our first of 3 award winners for the President's Award for Distinguished Service. The winners of this award are selected from a group of graduating students and are recognized for their distinguished and exemplary service to the campus community. The recipients have contributed significantly to the campus through their service, demonstrated skilled leadership in multiple areas through their campus involvement, and exhibited high levels of personal, social, and intellectual development through their career at BGSU. Tonight, we will recognize 3 very accomplished student leaders. President Rogers surprised these students earlier this semester on campus and let them know that they would be receiving this award tonight. Here is the video of the first award winner being surprised.
So today, we are going to be surprising the winners of the 2021 Presidential Distinguished Service Award to outstanding undergraduate students and graduate students here at Bowling Green. They don't have any idea that we're going to surprise them. This is going to be a lot of fun. Let's get started. Joanna Lyons, graduate student, an amazing student involved in all kinds of activities. Let's go meet her. Joanna, guess what? I am here to let you know that you are the recipient of the 2021 Presidential Distinguished Student Award for Service. One of only 3 students on our campus that has been selected for this award. You've been nominated by your colleagues to be honored for all the great work that you have done to make BGSU an amazing university. So Joanna, thank you for your leadership, your involvement in organizing different community events. I understand you're assistant coach for women's track and field. You've been involved in so many different ways. You serve on the task force diversity and inclusion of BGSU athletics. You've done so much to make Bowling Green what it is today. So it is our honor to recognize and honor you. Joanna, congratulations. And we are here to surprise you.
Award for Distinguished Service is Joanna Lyons. Joanna is a graduate student in the Women's Studies program and a graduate assistant for community-based learning in the Center for Public Impact. Joanna has partnered with numerous groups and faculty to plan dialogue series for the campus and community. She currently serves on the Athletic Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Task Force, treasurer of the Women's Caucus for graduate students, and the assistant coach for women's cross country and track and field. Please help me and join in congratulating Joanna Lyons. The Ray Marvin Leadership Award was established in 2010 by BGSU alumnus and 2017 BGSU Honorary Doctor of Liberal Studies or Liberal Arts recipient Ray Marvin, class of 1960, to help recognize the leadership contributions of BGSU students. This award recognizes students for their personal leadership development and for the positive impacts on their actions at BGSU and in their surrounding communities. The spirit of this award and Dr. Marvin's commitment to servant leadership led to his transformational gift and naming of the C. Raymond Marvin Center for Leadership. We are incredibly grateful for Dr. Marvin's generosity.
Tonight's 13 finalists were selected after receiving over 40 applications this year. Their involvement spanned from residence life to fraternity and sorority life to undergraduate student government and included the BGSU Leadership Certificate, new student orientation, and student leadership assistance. We commend these students for their service to BGSU and thank them for making our community better. Although not all of our finalists could be here, we would like to recognize each of them individually. So please hold your applause until all names have been read. So our finalists are Javi Bowles, Harrison Carter, Giovanni Colantonio, Hallie Cunningham, Brendan Dean, Cassandra Fager, Nathan Holm, Kayla Kendall, Molly Marodi, Leela Oswalt, Remy Schneider, Alyssa Tomans, and Callie Vaughn.
Tonight, we will honor 3 recipients of the Ray Marvin Leadership Award. Due to the generosity of Dr. Marvin, there are 3 awards this evening: a third-place award of $3,000, a second-place award of $4,000, and a first-place award of $5,000 and a trip to Washington, D.C. that will allow this recipient to explore their leadership potential by meeting with leaders in our nation's capital.
Our first recipient of the Ray Marvin Leadership Award, who will receive $3,000, has spent his time at BGSU leading by serving others. When asked to describe how he has developed his leadership at BGSU, he stated, "During my time at BGSU, I learned that leadership doesn't end with me. It is shared, a collaborative process among stakeholders to create an effective impact. Having been taught these ideas and concepts of leadership has created a drive within me to pay it forward, to do my part as a leader, and to leave a path for other student leaders to follow. I firmly believe that my leadership has developed because someone believed in me. Ever since I set foot on campus, I knew that I have been entrusted with the responsibility to grow, to develop, and to speak up for what I am passionate about. This recipient has enacted his dedication to speak for what he is passionate about and create positive change through his service to BGSU as Vice President of the Undergraduate Student Government and through his executive roles in the Latino Student Union. He is a member of the Sidney Newby President's Leadership Academy and a senior communications major from Van Loo, Ohio. Please congratulate Javi Bowles.
Our next recipient of the Ray Marvin Leadership Award will receive $4,000. This person has demonstrated his leadership as a dedicated member of the Schmidhorst College of Business, serving on the Dean's Advisory Council on Diversity and Inclusion, and the Bowling Green American Marketing Association. He is also a Thompson Family Scholar. When asked how he has demonstrated his leadership within the campus community, he stated, "I felt the best way to measure whether my method of leadership delivered results was to have a willingness to seek out new perspectives, engage in personal introspection, and to model the same passion for helping others I felt truly good leaders ought to embrace." Our second place recipient is a junior finance major from Delaware, Ohio. Congratulations to Giovanni Colantonio.
Last but not least, our final recipient of the Ray Marvin Leadership Award will receive $5,000 and a trip to Washington, D.C. This student has dedicated herself to leading BGSU's community by giving back. She has channeled her passion for leadership through executive positions within a university activities organization and as a scholar in the Sidney A. Newby President's Leadership Academy. Further, she has intentionally applied what she has learned about leadership through engaging with others in the campus community. Here's what she had to share about her leadership development at BGSU. "I learned from other student leaders by taking what I admire from their leadership styles and incorporating it into my own leadership development. Not only have these interactions allowed me to learn from others, but it has also allowed me to meet a diverse group of people. Meeting people with a range of different identities has allowed me to learn to become a humbler and more empathetic leader. I have developed my leadership at BGSU by surrounding myself with other leaders that I look up to and can learn a lot from." She is a senior double majoring in history and sociology from Madison Heights, Michigan. Please join me in congratulating our first place Ray Marvin Leadership Award winner, Callie Vaughn. The Hazel H. Smith Scholarship is awarded annually in memory of Hazel Smith, a former student who was instrumental in the evolution of an area that would eventually become known as the Off-Campus Student Center. Mrs. Smith, a pioneer in the field of commuter centers, became the first full-time administrator of the program in 1967 and served in this capacity until shortly before her passing in 1986. The Hazel H. Smith Scholarship is presented to a student who lives off campus and who has contributed significantly to commuter student life.
This year's recipient is Kayla Kendall, a junior occupational therapy major from Bluffton, Ohio. Kayla is a small group leader for Charge, a volunteer for the Best Buddies program, and is a member of the Student Exercise Science Association. One initiative that she would like to create would be a monthly event hosted on campus for commuter students. It's with great pleasure that we announce Kayla Kindle as one of this year's recipients. The Timothy F. Smith Scholarship is given annually to support from Mr. Smith, a two-time alumnus who served as the first Greek advisor at BGSU and who was a longtime chapter advisor to his fraternity, Phi Kappa Tau. The scholarship is presented to a Greek member who has demonstrated a deep commitment to others, academic excellence, effective leadership capabilities, admirable character, and dedication to the campus community.
This year's recipient is Colleen Doherty. She is a junior business administration major from Mount Prospect, Illinois. Colleen is a member of Kappa Kappa Gamma, where she has held the position of treasurer as well as education chairwoman. Colleen has interned with Dana and Mami in their purchasing department. And please help me congratulate Colleen Doherty. Unfortunately, Colleen could not be with us this evening. The Gerald Saddlemeyer Scholarship is awarded in memory of Dr. Gerald Saddlemeyer, Professor Emeritus of the Department of Higher Education and Student Affairs. Dr. Saddlemeyer retired on January 1st, 1990, and this scholarship was established to acknowledge his professional accomplishments. The Gerald Saddlemeyer Scholarship is presented to sophomores who have a minimum 3.0 cumulative GPA and who have contributed to the quality of life on campus through participation and leadership in and out of classroom activities and community service. This year, 5 scholarships were awarded, and some of those students are here tonight.
Our first recipient is Chanelle Lyons, a sophomore actuarial sciences major from Tiffin, Ohio. Chanelle is a volunteer at the Seneca County Humane Society and the NOAA, No One Alone or Hungry Foundation. Chanelle plans on continuing their service to their community through volunteer work and aspires to start community service projects that benefit local families in need. Please congratulate Chanelle Lyons.
Our second recipient is Kirsten Etzinger, a sophomore marketing major from Cary, Ohio. Kirsten is a member of the American Marketing Association and is a Schmidt-Horst College of Business High School Ambassador Mentor. Through her involvement in volunteer work, she has grown as a leader and developed a greater appreciation for their intended area of study. Please congratulate Kirsten Etzinger.
Our third recipient is Elizabeth Michael, a sophomore communications disorders major from Sidney, Ohio. Elizabeth is a member of the BGSU National Student Speech Language Hearing Association and is a floor representative for the Centennial Hall Council. Elizabeth hopes to make a difference in the lives of others while pursuing their passion for science. Please congratulate Elizabeth Michael.
The fourth recipient is Cameron Green, a sophomore sociology major from Maumee, Ohio. Cameron is a volunteer for Traffica Europe, which works to make European poetry and music more accessible to English-speaking audiences. Cameron hopes to continue to work with various organizations to help make a positive impact on individuals' lives through education, conducting research, and policy review. Please congratulate Cameron Green.
Our final recipient is Devin Mcritchie, a sophomore sports management major from Perrysburg, Ohio. Devin is a member of the Sport Management Alliance and hopes to continue to grow in their leadership while creating a fun and relaxing experience for sports goers everywhere. Although not able to be here, please join me in congratulating Devin.
We will now recognize the second award winner this evening for the President's Award for Distinguished Service. Please turn your attention to the screen to see President Rogers surprise this student.
Hey, how is everyone?
I am here to present an award to Kayla. So, Kayla, you will be awarded the President's Award for Distinguished Service at Apex on April 15th because of all the great service you've done for this terrific university. Thank you. Balloons. Round of applause for Kayla.
In gerontology from Kent, Ohio. She's a 4-year member of the Gerontology Student Association and the co-logistics chair for the bike ride as part of Falcon Miracles. Kayla also serves as an orientation leader and as an opening weekend group leader. Please help me in congratulating Kayla Valenti. The Richard A. Lenhart's Activities Scholarship is awarded in memory of Richard Lenhart, a university administrator who spent more than 25 years working in student activities and programming before his death in 1984. At the time of his death, Mr. Lenhart was the Associate Dean of Students and responsible for coordinating the activities of almost every student organization on campus. The Richard A. Lenhart Activities Scholarship is presented to a member at large of the undergraduate student government or the university activities organization who is in good academic standing and who is a rising sophomore, junior, or senior.
Olivia O, unfortunately could not be here with us tonight, but she is a junior inclusive early childhood education major from Upper Arlington, Ohio. Olivia is an undergraduate student government senator, a member of the Early Childhood Organization, EDHD Inclusion and Diversity Committee, Cross-Cultural Conversation Connection, and Korean Student Association. Please help me congratulate Olivia O.
The Kathy Hawk Necosia Leadership Award was created by her family to honor the memory of Kathy, a member of Alpha Chi Omega and a 1969 alumna who worked for more than 30 years for American Airlines and who died on September 11, 2001 on Flight 11. The recipient exemplifies the characteristics of recognizable leadership, academic achievement, admirable personal qualities, and a dedication to BGSU and the benefits derived from participating in leadership opportunities.
Francesca Moreno is a junior psychology major from Marysville, Ohio. Francesca holds various leadership positions in Alpha Chi Omega, is a part of the Sidney A. Rabo's Presence Leadership Academy, and orientation leader, and is a Rally Cap Sports Outreach Chair. Please give Francesca a round of applause.
The Brent E. Vogel Leadership Scholarship was established to recognize the legacy of Brent Edward Vogel, a smart, hardworking, passionate, and strong individual. Brent lived his life as a leader who inspired people through action. It is his family's desire that his legacy lives on through student recipients of the Brent E. Vogel Leadership Scholarship.
This year's recipient is Samantha Orcutt. She's a junior dietetics major from Sylvania, Ohio. Samantha is a volunteer for the Food Recovery Network, the BGSU Mobile Food Pantry, and is a member of Kappa Kappa Gamma and the Student Nutrition Association. Please give Samantha a round of applause.
The next scholarship being awarded is for exceptional student leadership, thanks to Falcon Flames Mike and the late Sarah Coulin. The scholarship program they established was initially created as a planned gift and then launched after Sarah's passing in 2013. Their time on campus, as students and as administrators, prompted them to want to recognize and reward students who have demonstrated continued and increased involvement in campus activities and/or community service.
Our first award recipient is Kendall Davis, a senior advertisement and interpersonal communication major from Jackson, Ohio. Kendall is a School of Media and Communication student and a BGSU social media team ambassador, the vice president of the Letter Project, and is a member of the Falcon Leadership Institute. Let's give a round of applause for Kendall Davis.
Our next recipient for this award is Sophia Stockham, a senior interpersonal communications and political sciences major from Wauseon, Ohio. Sophia is a Hatch participant, the International Relations Treasurer and the President of the American Model United Nations Conference, Vice Committee Chair, and the Treasurer of Pi Kappa Delta. Congratulations, Sophia.
Our next scholarship is awarded by support from the Division of Student Affairs Leadership Council. This scholarship, established by members of the Division of Student Affairs Leadership Council, followed an initial gift from Don E. Cook, class of 58 and 63, and Sharon S. Cook, class of 61. It recognizes exemplary leadership and academic excellence. Recipients must be a rising junior who are involved in multiple student activities and/or community service organizations.
Our first award recipient is Kylie Sabo, a sophomore graphic design major from Maumee, Ohio. Kylie is a dance marathon morale captain, the social media chair for Chi Omega, and volunteers as an assistant high school cross-country coach and 4-H advisor. Please give Kylie a round of applause.
Our next award recipient is Jacob Varga, a sophomore accounting major from Burkittsville, Ohio. Jacob is a member of Sigma Alpha Epsilon, the Accounting and Information Systems Club, and volunteers for the Seagate Food Bank and Charity Miles. Let's give Jacob Varga a round of applause.
We'll now move to the presentation of our Outstanding Community Service and Student Life Awards. Faculty members, administrators, and peers nominated the students receiving these awards. Recipients were chosen by a panel of university judges based on their hard work, dedication, involvement, leadership, and service.
The Outstanding Community Service Award is presented in honor of student service to both the city and university to create public good. When your name is called, please come to the side of the stage and receive your award.
Our first recipient for the Outstanding Community Service Award is Jenna Cull. Jenna is a sophomore from Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio, and is working toward becoming an intervention specialist. They have been involved with rally cap sports, Special Olympics, as well as the Feet on the Street 5K. Jenna is hoping to take the lessons they have learned to ensure that everyone's stories are heard and that the individuals experience kindness when they most need it. Congratulations to Jenna.
Our second recipient of the Outstanding Community Service Award is Aubrey Hoggart. Aubrey is a graduate student studying college student personnel from Walnut Ridge, Arkansas. Aubrey has been involved with the Center for Public Impact and the Student Development Association. Aubrey's opportunities have allowed her to connect HESA students and faculty to community service opportunities. Through her various involvements, she has been able to find her own sense of belonging, as well as help others foster their own. Aubrey could not be with us this evening, but please help me in congratulating Aubrey on her award.
Next are the Student Life Awards. The recipients of this award have demonstrated exemplary leadership within the university community through engagement in organizations and activities, and have created projects and programs that enhance the lives of students on campus. Recipients, please come to the side of the stage when your name is announced.
Our first Student Life recipient is Mallory Miller, a first-year student studying interior design from Fairfield, Ohio. Mallory is a member of the American Society of Interior Designers, Chi Omega, and Falcon Miracles.
Our next Student Life recipient is Olivia Zach, a first-year graphic design major from Madeira, Ohio. Olivia is a member of the Founders Hall Resident Student Association, a member of the esports Overwatch team, was a painter for the Black Lives Matter painting event. Congratulations, Olivia.
Our third Student Life recipient is Erin Lynch, a second-year inclusive early childhood education major from Avon, Ohio. Erin is the president of the Founders Hall Council, a member of the Alpha Phi Omega, and is a Residential Student Association National Communications Coordinator in training. Please give a round of applause for Aaron.
The next award recipient is Camille Harris, a second-year biological sciences and pre-veterinary medicine major from Columbus, Ohio. Camille is a member of the Sidney Avery Bowe President's Leadership Academy, is a BGSU orientation leader, and is a member of the University Activities Organization. Congratulations, Camille.
Our next Student Life recipient is Sidney Newby, a junior international studies and Spanish major from Waterford, Michigan. Sidney is the Vice President of College Democrats, the Secretary of Forge, which is the feminist organization rallying for gender equity, and is the Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Access Chairwoman for Sigma Kappa. Please congratulate Sidney Newby.
Francesca Moreno is a junior psychology major from Marysville, Ohio. Francesca holds various leadership positions in Alpha Chi Omega, is part of the Sidney Avery Bowe President's Leadership Academy, an orientation leader, and is the Rally Cap Sports Outreach Chair. Please give Francesca a round of applause.
Our next Student Life recipient is Kelsey Dietrich, a senior English and psychology major from Bowling Green, Ohio. Kelsey has been involved with Falcon Life Institute Mentor, Student Wellness Network, and Community. She has been employed as a student leadership assistant and was employed as a Falcon Fitness staff member. Let's congratulate Kelsey Dietrich.
Our next Student Life recipient is Remington Schneider, a senior studying environmental policy and international studies from Cincinnati, Ohio. Remington is a member of the Sidney Avery Bowe President's Leadership Academy, a BGSU Board of Trustees undergraduate student trustee, and is an active committee member on the Land Acknowledgements Committee. Let's congratulate Remy.
Our next Student Life recipient couldn't be here tonight, Aubrey Hoggart, a graduate student studying college student personnel from Walnut Ridge, Arkansas. Aubrey was the coordinator for service and engagement for the Center for Public Impact and the vice president for community engagement in the Student Development Association. Let's give a round of applause for Aubrey.
Our next Student Life recipient is Rachel Coleman, a graduate student studying criminal justice from Bowling Green, Ohio. Rachel is involved with the Thompson Scholarship Programs and is a member and CEO of CIS, Eliminate the Negative Talk, and is involved in various research projects regarding criminal justice and mental health. Congratulations, Rachel.
For our final award this evening, turn your attention once again to the screen as President Rogers surprised the third and final winner of the President's Award for Distinguished Service.
Javi Bose.
Hello.
Javi, I am here to let you know that you are a recipient of the 2021 Presidential Award for Distinguished Service to Bowling Green State University.
Wow.
Javi, congratulations.
Thank you so much, President Rogers.
We'll do a,
Ms. Paul, thank you so much.
you know, as a student leader, your leadership in undergrad student government, your leadership in the Latino Student Organization, and all the different ways that you have been involved in this campus, you have made Bowling Green a better university, and we are just so appreciative to recognize that young man from Van Loo, Ohio, communications major, right?
Yes, that is correct.
So we are just so honored to honor you in this way. Javi, thank you for all you've done and continue to do for Bowling Green.
Thank you, President Rodney.
Any comments you want to share?
Absolutely. This is such an honor and totally unexpected. BGSU has meant so much to me in the last 4 years, and I'm excited to close this chapter of my life and take the lessons and experiences I've learned here and spread my wings and take it to the places I go. So thank you, President Rodney. This is a great honor.
Yeah.
Javi is indeed a senior communications major from Van Loo, Ohio. And in addition to being the vice president of the undergraduate student government, Javi has served as the president and treasurer of the Latino Student Union. Javi is in the Sidney Averbo President's Leadership Academy and serves on both the University Conduct Committee and the Student Organization Allocation Board. Congratulations, Javi.
We want to thank you all for coming to celebrate the accomplishments of our students at BGSU. Thank you, parents, families, friends, student staff, and faculty for joining us here tonight, both in person and virtual. We also appreciate the generosity of alumni and friends who have supported the scholarships and awards presented here tonight. Most importantly, congratulations to all of you who have been honored tonight, and thank you for your contribution to Bowling Green State University. You have made a difference and have made this university community a better place.
Again, we applaud your accomplishments and wish you the best in all of your future endeavors. To close our program tonight, please once again turn your attention to the screen as we hear a message from Gregory T. DeCrane. Mr. DeCrane worked at BGSU for more than 30 years and retired in 1999 as the Dean of Students.
Hello, everyone. I regret that I am not able to be with you in person tonight, but I'm very appreciative of the effort taken to allow me to say a few words on this special occasion. First, I want to add my congratulations to all of you we are honoring this evening. What you have done is remarkable, especially considering the circumstances over the past 14 months. 56 years ago, this past February, BGSU took a chance on a 20-year-old first-generation college student by conditionally admitting me to the university. Throughout my 4 years as an undergraduate, I was presented with opportunities that would help me not only obtain a degree, but to receive an education. The combination of academics and out-of-classroom involvement gave me much more than a diploma. It shaped my entire life. I was fortunate after graduation to be able to work at the university for 30 years, with my entire career being in student affairs. I mention this because I think many of you are like me. You have chosen to make the best of your educational opportunities, both in and out of the classroom. And as a result, your excellence should be applauded and celebrated. There are those of you here tonight who are also being recognized as advisors or mentors, and your significance cannot be understated. Thank you for giving your time to help our BGSU students succeed. For those students who will be returning to campus, please stay involved and encourage others to also take advantage of the opportunities afforded to them. To those of you who are graduating, your connection to the university should not end when you switch the tassel on your mortarboard from one side to the other. Stay involved with the university. Come back often and spread the word about BGSU. You are our best ambassadors. Remember, once a Falcon, always a Falcon. And even though they are unable to be with you, I also want to recognize all the parents, spouses, partners, and others who supported those of you that we honor tonight. Finally, I want to extend a sincere thank you to all the BGSU faculty and staff, many of whom I consider as friends. The work you have put in to keep the university open during COVID has not gone unnoticed, and your commitment to our students is much appreciated. Having the Applauding Excellence program named after me was the highest honor I received when I retired from the university. Every year, it gives me great joy to see the quality of the people and the programs honored at this event. I wish nothing but continued success to all of you. Please stay safe, everyone, and thank you for including me in your special evening.
I want to thank you all for coming, and I hope that you have a great, safe evening. And I invite you all, especially the winners and the guests, to take the centerpieces that you see before you. So those lovely plants in the planters are yours to take. So thank you so much, and have a great evening.
Congratulations.